As soon as you mention even thinking about homeschooling, everyone will have an opinion and they will desperately need to share it with you, whether you want to hear it or not. So in today's video, I hope to give you some answers to some of the common questions. Hey guys, it's Bonnie from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm a homeschooling mom who has been homeschooling since 2012 and I'm here to help you guys on your homeschooling journey. So make sure to subscribe if you think this channel will be helpful to you. And this is video number 2 of a series that I'm calling Homeschooling 101. And it is a series for those of you who are thinking about homeschooling, have just started homeschooling, or are within your first 4 years of homeschooling. And the purpose of it is to help you build confidence, courage, and success to continue on your decision to homeschool your children. Now, everyone has an opinion, whether it's your mother-in-law or the grocery clerk on a Monday afternoon when you're at the supermarket with your kids. The first thing you have to remember is that 1, not everybody is a homeschool hater, although there are some people who just are homeschool haters. Number 2, some people are just very curious about your lifestyle. Some people are even envious of your lifestyle because they feel like they can't homeschool, they thought about homeschooling, or they work full-time and they are unable to homeschool. Most people ask questions because they don't know what's on the other side. And their questions sometimes come across as ignorant to you because you've done your research and they obviously have not. So they're going to ask the basic questions that they think are extremely unique, but you're going to hear the same questions over and over again. So the most common question and concern that non-homeschoolers have with homeschoolers is, won't your kids be unsocialized? And your simple answer for that can say, no, I let them out of the house. But in reality, kids who are homeschooled are very well socialized, or they have the opportunity to be very well socialized. But yes, that is up to you parents. If you are hiding your kids away at home and not having them play with other children, then of course they're going to be a little bit unsocialized because they're not getting interaction with people. But homeschool kids are more likely to socialize because they're involved in multiple co-ops, they have field trips, they have play dates with friends, they have many peers, they have family time, they're in church groups, they have youth groups, they're in extracurricular activities, they have interactions with other adults, and I'm sure you take them to the trampoline park or playground once in a while too. Question number 2, won't your kids be weird? Answer to that is, there are many weird public school kids as well. All you have to do is go to the mall. No, I'm just kidding. Now, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but weird is not because you go to public school or homeschool. And weird is based on the eye of the beholder. So it's all relative to what a person thinks weird is. So somebody might think that's a kid who's super confident and outgoing and social. That might be weird to someone else. Whereas another kid who has purple hair and quiet and sits by themselves at lunch, that may be weird to other people. So weirdness is in the eye of the beholder. Question number 3. This is for parents who are taking their kids out of public school. And that question is, what if your kids miss their friends? And the answer to that is, we'll invite them over. You guys can have play dates. They can still see their friends from school, and having outside time with those kids is actually going to help them bond better than them just sitting at school every day and having classes with them. Because having a play date, excuse my dogs, they're going crazy after a squirrel or a deer or something. But having that special time outside of a school setting is what really creates bonds and friendships. So even if your kids are in school, make sure you're having those play dates outside of school. Question number 4, won't the kids miss out on rites of passage like prom or crushes? The answer to that is no, they won't. As long as you have your kids engaged in different activities like homeschool co-ops and things like that, they're going to be able to have lots of experience with children of the opposite sex, but they come from like-minded families. There's also a homeschool proms across the United States, and there's also homeschool graduations. Question number 5, shouldn't children be a light in the public school? Children can be easily swayed when they're around people of a different worldview, and so many of them at a time. Your children will have their time to shine and be a light when they have been taught biblical discernment and have a strong walk with the Lord. And the last question is, won't you guys be lonely? And the answer to that is, you can say, we're going to join a co-op for a support group. There's no reason for homeschoolers to feel lonely unless you choose to be alone and do this walk alone. There are tons of support groups, homeschool co-ops, play date groups, field trip groups, mom groups, and activities that you can do with your own friends and extended family, that you should not feel alone. And if you do, I encourage you to reach out to somebody and look up this video here on how to socialize yourself and your children better so that you guys can have a more positive homeschool experience. I know that there's a lot of you guys who consider yourself introverts, but I do encourage you guys to step out of that comfort zone a little bit for your kids' sake and allow them the experiences with other children and to exposure to different activities and things like that. Again, that's totally up to you, but that's just my advice. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this has helped you out a little bit. If it has, let me know in the comments below, but also let me know which one of these questions you've heard already and how you have dealt with them. To find a local support group, make sure to check out Facebook groups, and you can also go to your state website. If you live in Florida and you go to FPEA, there you'll be able to find a whole bunch of resources of homeschool co-ops and support groups in your area. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.